It's the last semi-final of the Source.
This is The Source, the unsigned music competition that puts you in charge. No judges, no hidden agendas, no crafty editing. This is all original music straight from the people who made it. And your vote can help them get through to the grand final where they could win £10,000. For the first time in the UK, the artists earn 50% of the voting revenue for their track. And if you want to see it again, you can check it out on our website, bethesource.tv. You can also buy the track from we7.com, and all the artists earn 50% of the download revenue. So once again, you are helping the artists to raise money for their creativity. The video with the most votes goes through to our final on Saturday, and you'll get to hear from the artists themselves as they appear on national television.
Okay, so tonight's show, we've got the last 4 people that are actually going to make it through. The last 4 artists, your votes really count. And 2 of our lucky voters could win VIP tickets to come to the grand final, which is going to be an amazing night. So make sure you vote. We've got the Printworks. We're going to take you around the Forever Manchester Festival at the Printworks. 66 bands over 6 stages over 3 days, all free. All unsigned. The Source had a stage there. We're going to take a look at that a little bit later on. We're going to have the Bluetones. Where did you go? They're going to be playing for us a little bit later, so we'll have a play out from them. Also, I got to have a chat with Mark. It's absolutely freezing in here, but let's go on up and have a look at the bands.
I'm here with JJ and Gav from KarmaDeva. Welcome and congratulations! Again, second time in the semi-final.
Yeah.
This time with your track Disgrace.
Indeed, yeah.
We've actually only had 2 artists in the whole competition that have made it through to 2 semi-finals, and you're one of them. So you're doing something right. People are loving what you're doing.
Good.
How does that make you feel?
No, it's great. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, second time lucky, shall we say? Hopefully.
So
yeah.
The track Disgrace. I mean, the video. It's quite manic. There's a lot going on. Just tell us a little bit about the video itself.
Well, we recorded that track in the rehearsal rooms at Real World Studios. And someone just came along to kind of document it as we were going. And then he thought he'd cut it into a kind of really snappy video where it's a bit dark, a bit sort of Joy Division-y, a bit sort of, you know, like you're in a warehouse or something like that. Yeah. Because it suited the song as well. Yeah. And for ages that was our only video that we had going until we did the other one.
The vid song.
Yeah.
Is this important to get into the grand final?
Oh yeah, we wouldn't be in it otherwise. You know, I mean, if you're going to be in a competition, or if you're going to do anything, you want to do it well and you want to succeed and do the best job. You know, we're just not the kind of band that do something and just sit back and go or whatever, or oh, we're great, we're just going to get in anyway. You know, we're not that, we're not those kind of people. It's tough competition, you know, anyway, in the music business. So you've got to work hard and, you know, put the work in, really.
Because the last time you were in the semi-final, Ben did your interview, and you'd actually just come back from Berlin.
Yeah.
What have you been doing since then?
Did we go back? We went back to Berlin. We drove.
You like it there? You like it there?
We liked Berlin. We drove to Berlin in our Renault Laguna, which was a bit mental. And we had a week of gigs there, which were really great, actually.
What would you do with the £10,000?
Well, that's for the album. I mean, we're all skint, but we want to get the album made. We've got it written. We want to get it made. We've got Alonzo Bevan from Kula Shaker who wants to produce it.
Brilliant.
but we've got no money. He's even said that he'll start with a single for us and produce it, and we can pay him later because we're so skint. So that money's definitely allocated if we get it for the album, yeah.
Let's have a look at your track now. This is Disgrace from KarmaDeva.
Siouxsie.
This is Mark from the Bluetones. My mate Matt is going to be so jealous. You're still a massive band that sell out wherever you play. I mean, is that flattering, or is it something that you work really hard at?
Well, no, you can't really work at those things, can you? It's all completely out of your hands. We just try and put on the best shows that we can, try and make the best records that we can, and hopefully everything else will fall into place. And, you know, so far we've managed to kind of fool everyone for about 15 years.
You were signed originally, now you're independent.
Yes, we've been independent since about 2003, and have enjoyed... Well, there's good and bad with both sides of the coin. There's good and bad things about being signed to a major label, and there's good about bad things about
What's
being
the good
signed
stuff?
to an indie. Well, with a major label, obviously, you've got a lot more clout behind you. You've got more money to be spent on advertising and promotion, so people know that you've got a record out.
Yeah.
But the downside of that, I suppose, is that then there comes a certain pressure to... You start becoming distracted by the numbers game a little bit, because you start thinking about how much everything's costing. And you also can get lost in that machine, I suppose, if you want to use. We'll go
It's
with that
very
metaphor.
faddy, isn't it? It's all about marketing trends and what's hot at the minute and that kind of stuff as well.
Well, generally, yeah, these things do seem to be kind of controlled by some secret cartel, but things do come along now and again where a complete curveball success that no one expected.
There is life after a major label. That's
yes. I mean, there are a lot more freedoms with being with an independent label, and I mean, we never had experienced any problems in terms of our output and kind of artistic control over the record sleeves and the posters and the way things are presented to the public. But some things were more of a struggle than they necessarily should have been. And with an independent, you get carte blanche to do what you like creatively, I think.
Yeah. Which
is not necessarily the case with a major.
Effectively, Mark, you've made a career out of music, and this is your livelihood, isn't it? Yep. Is that something you'd recommend to other people? Is it easy?
It's not digging holes in the road, and it's feels very fortunate that I'm doing something which I would be doing anyway, and able to earn money from it. But you got to work hard at it. You get out of it what you put in, and all those other platitudes. But that's true.
What would you say to an unsigned band now that's trying to make it out there?
In the beginning, you're always going to have the core support you get of friends and relatives and that sort of thing coming to your gigs. And so you can't have it every week. You can't expect everyone to be coming along to see you every week. You've got to make it once a month, once every 2 months, make it a special night. So if you were able to get someone down, some kind of scout or A&R type, they come along and they see something happening and they think, cracky, why haven't I heard about all this? You know, this seems like something's really going on here. And try and start a buzz around yourself. So rehearse a lot and try not to gig too much in the beginning.
Brilliant, absolutely fantastic to speak to you. We're going to film a bit of your gig later on.
Yep.
Looking forward to playing out on that. But thanks very much.
Nice to meet you.
Really good to meet you.
Best of luck.
Cheers, Mark. It was Mark from the Bluetones.